Hi guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. As you would have seen from our last video, we've had some issues with the bread van, but let's not limit our problems just to the bread van. We have got a catastrophic oil leak on the 930. So she's down in Abu Dhabi with JZM at the moment. The engine's out and we're going to drive down and take a look at it today. I think we're also going to have the opportunity to look at a 964 turbo engine and a 997 turbo engine. So we'll be able to compare some of the parts from the old air-cooled cars and the new water-cooled cars as well. If you haven't already, please take a moment or two just to subscribe to the channel, and let's crack on with the video. So here we are with a 930, rear in the air, engine's missing, and here is the engine. So we're out hanging around at Len's the other day, and we were parked on his driveway, and I said to him, "Is that oil leak from your Beetle?" And he kindly pointed out that it was fresh and it was from the Porsche. So we've not been really using too much oil, so I was a little bit surprised we had a bit of a leak. But it was coming from, and it looked like at the time, it was coming from right down here, just onto the driveway. We got home and stuck our hands underneath to take a look. For a bit of time we've had an oil leak from the timing cover, so around here. I think, as you can see, it's leaked all down here, very clear to see. Dirty and messy all around here, and just looking underneath the car, we actually thought it might have been from the lower case cover. This is all a bit of a mess, but on a closer inspection, and I think we can still see there's a little bit of oil just here. It was coming from the cam case housing at the back, and that is why we have the engine out. So the guys at JZM pulled the engine out. What we're gonna do is, obviously we'll fix the cam case housing at the back. It's probably very hard to see, but at the back there was some sealant in there as well. So somebody's clearly tried to fix it before in the past, unsuccessfully. We'll fix that both sides. We'll also do the timing covers on both sides. And check for anything else that kind of needs tidying up while the engine's out. So at some point during the Oman trip, I think we might have overfilled the engine oil a little bit, and some was coming out. It wasn't too full, but it seems to have been blasting out somewhere along the lines there, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that in the future. That's not caused any of the problems with the engine. As you can see here as well, there's a mess around here. This timing cover needs resealing as well. Coming to the back of the engine, it was wet around here, so this pipe's particularly expensive to replace as one part. So I think we're going to cut it, put a gasket on it and clamp on it here, and reseal that around there. Also change this O-ring here, because this is damp, and while the engine's out, it's worth replacing some other parts. And the main seal as well, that needs a replacement. As we can see here, there's oil, fresh oil all over the place, so that needs a little bit of work as well. So while she's out, she'll get a good overhaul, and we'll fix all the leaks that we can see. So there are some parts as we kind of go through where it does look like there's been some oil leaks as well, but that's just from pulling the engine out and pulling parts off it, and oil kind of going everywhere as you do it. People will notice that the turbo's not stock and the headers are not stock, so I think, and I could be corrected here, that this is a K27 turbo with a big blower and screamer pipe on it. Always handy for flames and popping.
Noise, yeah.
So some people might remember we had to change the shocks in the 930, and we were considering going from the stock ones to these KW ones. At the time, because of the price, we went with stock, but we're just looking at a couple of cars around here, and these look stunning with it. Look at these. just totally transformed the drive in the 930. Because she squats a little bit, wiggles around a corner, but I think these would make her stick to the road a lot better. So this might be a future upgrade, and we'll have a bit of a think about that once we get the engine back in the car. So on this 964 turbo, it's got the Bilstein ones.
And what's good? It's almost set to the lowest setting.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Lower the better. And what it's got?
So as people would have seen recently, we had problems with the CDI probably about a year or so ago, and that's the classic retrofit CDI. We also changed the fuse boxes for the classic retrofit one. This is the rear unit from classic retrofit, so looks a lot better than the old ones. Never had the engine out of the car before, so she looks pretty clean inside.
CDI's the last of your worries.
Yeah, this CDI is definitely the last of the worries. She does look pretty clean and tidy, other than the massive oil leak we had. So this is the 964 turbo engine, a little bit different to the 930. This one's all been upgraded, a lot more spice added to it. Obviously looks a lot cleaner. I think this is going to hum particularly nicely when it gets back in the car. So to round off our engine tour, 997 turbo engine. So we've gone from the 930, 964 turbo, this is the 997. Quick spooling small turbos.
Tiny turbos.
Tiny turbos.
Quite a big.
That sounds like a rock star name, that does.
Yeah, tiny turbos.
Yeah. Time to take the turbo off. The boys are ripping it off now. So turbo's out. So much difference in the size of the turbos now compared to the 997 and the newer turbos. There she is. A long way, doesn't it? So 930 turbo.
You're struggling there, Scott.
It's a little bit heavy, surprisingly.
You need to hit the gym more often.
Yeah. 930 turbo and 997. A bit of a comparison there of the size difference. Technology changes.
In the way, but it's all right.
How's that? Just trying not to spill oil all over myself. Obviously the 997's got two.
But bigger's always better.
Bigger's always better.
That's what they all say.
So we're going to leave the guys to it now. I'm going to take all the covers off. They're probably already a fair few hours into the job. They started on Thursday, so we'll catch up with them later in the week to see how it's all kind of going, or depending on what the weather's like, because it's raining and other things happening around Dubai, we might see it when the car's here next time, so we'll go from there. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed the video today. Please like, subscribe, comment. We'll get the 930 back on the road soon. This oil leak caught us out a little bit. Dan's messing around in the background. We'll catch you later guys, so see you soon.